Hello, everyone! Are you ready for some seriously awesome entertainment? Today, we're back on a journey around the world with incredible moments captured on real camera footage. Don't miss a single unforgettable second.
Whoa. Whoa.
Oh my God!
Holy sh! It hit that tree. It struck. Right.
Oh man.
This ship is unlikely to meet the same fate as the Titanic due to a small iceberg, but the crew still might have a reason to be nervous.
Oh man.
Wow!
The sound of half a kilo of tannerite exploding in a fridge. On Tanner Island in Vanuatu, you can get up close to one of the world's most active and accessible volcanoes, Yasur.
Wow!
It's not magic, it's fireworks at the Memorial Coliseum Stadium in Los Angeles.
This is so cool!
This is the weirdest thing.
Oh my God, this
The
is
beginning
beautiful.
of two rainbows.
These guys were lucky enough not just to witness a double rainbow, but also to drive right by the spot where it seemed to end. A landslide is destroying everything in its path. Those who are nearby have only a few minutes to get to safety. Guys who live there definitely have an amazing view. On October the 4th, 2015, the Riverfront YMCA building in downtown Des Moines, Iowa was demolished using a controlled explosion. The Perito Moreno Glacier is famous for its regular carving events. Every year, it sheds a significant amount of ice, resulting in dramatic falls of massive ice blocks into the water, a spectacle that attracts many tourists. With every passing second, the wild waves in South Africa grow more violent, completely engulfing the shore and swallowing the car.
my goodness! Whoa! Oh my goodness! It's here, it's everywhere. Aquí lo hace Laguno, y sigo.
The wind here, though, and yeah, you really did.
Witnessing an ice tsunami firsthand could definitely be a bucket list item. This footage, for example, was captured in Prince Albert National Park in Saskatchewan, Canada. A boat ride beneath the famous Iguazu Falls on the border between Brazil and Argentina. This is the kind of surprise winter in Canada can bring.
Come on.
I'm trying!
That chopper pole is not worth it at this point. It's not worth it. That chopper pole is foul.
Residents of Iowa stopped to capture the sight of massive storm clouds, but nature decided to put on a real show for the camera. In 2023, one of India's cities faced a massive flood. A once calm river overflowed, turning into a destructive force that eroded the banks and swept away houses with ease. This driver was in the wrong place at the wrong time. One thing's for sure, he was lucky to get away with just a scare and a few scratches on the car. In less than 2 minutes, a completely dry spot was suddenly overwhelmed by a massive surge of water. Thankfully, no one was hurt, but they'll never forget such a dramatic display of nature's power. Hawaii feels like paradise, but it can turn into a nightmare in an instant, all because of its active volcano, one of the most active in the world. If you're careful, you can marvel at the mesmerising streams of lava, a sight you'd never experience in everyday life.
Achtung, Lawine! Lawine!
Thanks to this skier, you'll get to experience what it's like to be caught in a small avalanche. It's hard to call this just bad weather. It looks more like the beginning of an apocalypse. The hailstorm lasted only 5 minutes, but managed to cause significant damage to cars and houses. In Taiwan, there are 2 to 4 earthquakes every year, but for cats, each one feels like a traumatic event. Landslides can be triggered by various factors, including a heavy rainfall. A dramatic example was recorded in India, where drivers, though safely away from danger, were shocked to see a section of a mountain crumble and vanish into a ravine before their very eyes. In 2023, one of India's states was struck by natural disasters. Torrential rains fell for several consecutive days, causing many rivers to overflow. During that time, the cities were hit by severe floods that destroyed everything in their path. Driving in the mountains is a true pleasure, with breathtaking views around every corner. However, it can also be quite dangerous. The car's dashcam recorded a moment that looked like an explosion, with a cloud forming in the air. At first glance, it could easily be mistaken for one, but in reality, it was the sudden collapse of an avalanche. Fortunately, everyone managed to stop in time. Now you know what 120 km/h winds looks like, and the kind of destruction such a wild force can unleash. Even century-old trees couldn't withstand its fury, and locals had to survive several days without electricity. This is one of nature's ways of reminding us of its immense power. A video from Switzerland captures a massive landslide, where 700,000 cubic meters of rock came crashing down in an instant. Cyclones are dangerous not just because the pressure shifts can impact your well-being, but also because of the fierce winds. It's best to stay inside during one of them. No urgent matter is worth going outside in such weather.